Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever had a moment where something small happened, like someone didn't reply to your message, or someone said something in a slightly different tone, and suddenly your mind just takes over? You start thinking, what did I do wrong? Are they mad at me? Did I mess something up? And within minutes, your brain has already created an entire story that doesn't even exist. If this sounds familiar, then you're not overreacting. You're overthinking. And the truth is, overthinking is not just a habit. It's a mental loop your brain gets stuck in when it's trying to protect you, but ends up hurting you instead. Overthinking is not exactly about thinking too much. It's more about repeating the same thoughts again and again, with anxiety attached to them. It's when your mind keeps replaying situations that are already over, and each time it adds a new negative possibility. Psychologists often call this rumination, which basically means your brain refusing to let go of uncertainty. Because the truth is, your brain absolutely hates not knowing. So when something feels unclear, it tries to fill in the gaps. And most of the time, it fills those gaps with fear instead of logic or reality. Your brain has one main job, and that is to keep you safe. But safety doesn't just mean physical danger, it also includes emotional safety. So when something uncertain happens, like someone ignoring your message or a situation you can't fully understand, your brain treats it like a potential threat. And when your brain detects a threat, it starts analyzing, overanalyzing, replaying, and predicting everything that could possibly go wrong. It basically tells you, let me think about this 100 times so nothing bad happens. But here's the irony, and the more you think, the worse you feel. Because instead of solving the problem, you create 10 new imaginary problems that don't even exist. Overthinking usually follows a cycle. First, something triggers you, like a message, a memory, or a small interaction. Then you start interpreting it in your own way, like they are upset with me, or I did something wrong. That interpretation creates anxiety in your body. You feel restless, stressed, or uncomfortable. After that, your mind starts replaying the situation again and again, trying to figure it out. Then it goes even further and starts creating worst-case scenarios that haven't even happened. And once this starts, it keeps looping. You go back to the interpretation, then anxiety, then replay, and the cycle continues. And the most interesting part is nothing new is actually happening in real life, but your mind and body feel like something is seriously wrong. Overthinking doesn't just stay in your mind. It slowly starts affecting your entire life. It changes the way you talk to people. It makes you doubt yourself more. It makes you hesitate before taking decisions. You start replaying conversations from days ago at night. You stop being present in the moment because your mind is either stuck in the past or worried about the future. And slowly, you start trusting your thoughts less and fearing them more. But if we go deeper, overthinking is not really about the situation. It's about control. When life feels uncertain, your brain tries to regain control by thinking more and more. It believes that if it can predict everything, nothing will hurt you. But life doesn't work like that. You cannot think your way into complete certainty. And the more you try to control everything through thinking, the more out of control you actually feel. So overthinking becomes your mind's way of protecting you, but it uses the wrong method. Now the real question is, how do you stop it? First, you need to learn to label your thoughts instead of believing them. When a thought comes, like they are mad at me, don't treat it as truth. Just notice it and say, this is an overthinking pattern. That small shift creates distance between you and your thoughts. Second, stop feeding the loop. Every time you replay something, you make it stronger. So instead of answering every thought, let some of them sit unanswered. Not every thought needs your attention. Third, bring yourself back to the present moment. Ask yourself, what is actually happening right now? Not what happened yesterday, not what might happen tomorrow, just right now. Most of the time, you'll realize nothing is actually wrong in the present moment. Fourth, write your thoughts down instead of keeping them in your mind. When you write, you slow down the chaos. You turn emotional noise into something structured and visible, and it immediately feels lighter. And finally, accept uncertainty. This is the